What does the perfect fastball run-up look like for you? What does the perfect run-up feel like? What does it sound like? Picture the best, most smoothest run-up you've ever seen. It might be Brett Lee tearing it from the side screen. It could be Dale Steyn's smoothest. Or it could be a Mitchell Starc, the left-hander, steaming in for the first ball of a game. What is it about their run-ups that just makes it so mesmerizing? Today in this video, I'm going to help you build the perfect run-up. I'm Jason Cox, but you can call me Coxie, and I'm a high-performance cricket coach specializing in strength and conditioning, where I've helped hundreds of cricketers just like you with their sprinting, their running mechanics, their overall movement, and also help them in the gym with their fitness, strength, power, and overall athleticism. I have an extensive background in cricket where I tie that into the cricketing action themselves, where it's a bowler trying to become better and bowl faster, or it's batters looking to score more runs or hit the ball further. Let's get back to building the perfect run-up for you. Circling back to Brett Lee, Mitchell Starc, and some of the best run-ups that you know. Do you share any of the same characteristics to what they do with their run-ups? Well, if not, you should stick around to the end of this video, because together we're going to help enhance your run-up to make you bowl faster, to make you feel like you can have more energy and feel fitter, bowl with better accuracy, and overall just make it feel so much more nicer. All right, time to get into it. First, we need to lay the foundation. The foundation of any good runner is great running mechanics. If you can't run good without a ball in your hand and thinking about bowling to a batter, then how are you supposed to run well when thinking about all those things? It's time to have a mindset shift with your bowling. You're a sprinter first, bowler second. The biggest error I see with people's run-ups, they run in too stiff, they're rigid, and their running mechanics go out the window. So I think sprinter first, bowler second. All right, time to break down running mechanics and what it should look like. First things first, you can't be landing on your heels. You need to be landing on the ball of your foot, with your toes pointed up. This is going to make you feel more springy and get a better return off the ground with every single step. Landing on your heels slows you down and puts you at greater risk of injury. The second thing you need to do is not overstride. You need to make sure you land with your foot underneath your hip and not be overstriding. Overstriding acts as a brake, which is going to slow you down and make you more inefficient. The third thing you need to do is stop flicking your legs out the back, and you need to focus on getting more knee drive. The more knee drive we get, the better position we can get into to then strike the ground underneath us. If you're flicking your legs out the back and not getting any knee drive, you're going to put yourself at greater risk of hamstring injuries, and every single step you're not going to be able to gather the momentum that you require to get yourself through the crease. The beauty of it is that all these three work together. The more knee drive that you get, the more time you have to put your foot back underneath your hip, and if you land with your foot underneath your hip, it's very, very hard to land your heel. You're going to be landing on the ball of your foot. Think about you making big circles with your leg out in front of your body so you can make a cyclical-like action. What you don't want to do is have the long flicking action out the back. A forgotten element of our run-up too is our arms. I see a lot of cricketers running into bowl punching their arms down. I know you're thinking about you punching up with your arms and staying nice and relaxed. The last thing I want you doing is be really stiff and rigid. Think punch up, nice and relaxed and smooth. And to finish off the running mechanics side, here are three of my favorite cues I love to use to help my cricketers run beautifully as they're running in the bowl. Number one is spend more time in the air than on the ground. This promotes you being nice and bouncy. Number two, I want you to spin the earth underneath you. This helps you create a nice cyclical action and also helps you to whip underneath and land on the ball of your foot. The third thing I want you to do is punch up with your arms. Use your arms to help you correct that air time. This will stop you punching down and will stop you being too stiff and rigid. Let it all happen nice and naturally. Now that the running mechanics are sorted, let's talk about the feeling and the pace of the run-up. A great run-up should feel nice and smooth, relaxed, and effortless. So if your run-up doesn't feel like that, if your run-up feels clunky, awkward, rigid, stiff, there's time to make some changes. Start telling yourself smooth, bouncy, relaxed, flowy before you go in the bowl. Then there's the pace of your run-up. I see two massive areas when it comes to this. Number one is just running in too slow. The whole point of run-up is to build momentum. So you want to be accelerating and building pace into the crease. The second biggest issue is people hitting top speed way too early. The goal is to hit as much momentum as possible as you go into your jump, so you can then take the momentum into your bowling action. But if you hit top speed halfway down your run-up, you're only going to decelerate and you're just wasting energy. Think about your run-up as like a plane taking off. You want to slowly build until you hit top pace, just as you're about to go into your jump. Guys like Mitchell Starc and Pat Cummins are hitting 24 to 25 Ks an hour in their run-ups. I love the thing about the fast bowling run-up like a 400-meter run-up. We're not sprinting 100% recklessly like a 100-meter sprinter, but God, we're hitting close to that top end speed. We're striding out, we're really opening up our legs, we're running in beautifully with nice mechanics. But it all should be with rhythm, and you should only be building to a pace where you can control it when you get down the other end. The last thing I want is you steaming in and then falling away because you can't handle that momentum. Let's talk about run-up length. How long should your run-up be? And the answer is it depends. If you're not happy with your run-up, there's probably two reasons. Number one, you feel like you're overstriding, you're trying to reach to get to the crease. If that's the case, it might be worth slightly shortening up your run-up. And if you're someone who feels like you can't get enough momentum and you get to the crease a little bit too quick, then it might be worth lengthening it up. The chances are, if you're watching this video, your run-up should be anywhere between 15 and 25 meters. However, it's a massive feel thing. I love the simple basic drill of starting your run-up from the crease and just running back to make it feel natural. From there, you can tinker and adjust. That is the most simple but the best drill to do to find the right length for your run-up. Remember, the goal of run-up is to build momentum into the crease. So find the right length that allows you to comfortably do that. Make sure it's long enough so you can open up your legs to get up to a high speed, but not too long where you feel like you're wasting energy and you're slowing down before you get to the crease. All right, let's tie this all up. The foundation of a great bowling action is your running mechanics. Make sure you're practicing this regularly. This includes doing running drills and sprinting before training. Number two, think about what a great run-up feels like for you. Get the feeling of it and keep trying to replicate that feeling. Tell yourself you want to be smooth, bouncy, in flow. If you keep feeding that to yourself, it's amazing how smart the body is listening to the mind. You need to get the right pacing right. Make sure you're not hitting top speed too early, but actually try and steam in. Open your legs up, actually get to a high speed when you're running in, and then keep tinkering with your run-up length. You want it to feel that natural when you hit the crease. Everything just happens so freely. If you're overstriding, feel like you're reaching, shorten it up. It feels like you're not getting fast enough run-up, then make it a little bit longer so you can gain more momentum into the crease. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want more tips like this to help you solve the problems that you're facing as a cricketer, down below I have a link to my email list where for the next 27 days, I will send you a practical tip you can use today to make you a better cricketer, and I'll send it directly to your inbox. Or if you're interested in my online coaching, I'll link down below my options there. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. Thanks for watching.